Welcome to the Golden State Warriors News Today channel. Take the opportunity to leave that like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go to today's news.
The Warriors off-season. What to expect next? Hey, Warriors fans. Today we'll discuss what happened with the Golden State Warriors this off-season and what we can expect for the team's future. The off-season has been marked by major moves, some promising and others disappointing. Firstly, the attempt to acquire Paul George seemed promising. There was anticipation that he would opt into his player option with the Clippers and be traded to the Warriors, signing a 4-year extension with the team. However, the Clippers were unwilling to make that trade with a division rival and decided to play hardball, frustrating the Warriors' plans. Next, Klay Thompson's departure to the Dallas Mavericks was a significant blow to the team. With the split of the Splash Brothers, the Warriors were left with a substantial gap in the frontcourt and brought in some role players, but no standout names to replace Thompson. Additionally, the rumors about a trade for Lauri Markkanen did not materialize. Markkanen ended up signing a 5-year extension with the Utah Jazz, making him ineligible for trade this season. This left the Warriors without one of the major targets that could have elevated the team to a new level. Now, with the season approaching, the Warriors seem comfortable with their current roster. But is it enough to compete in the West? The roster has a mix of young talent and veterans, but the lack of major additions might be a concern. The team is exploring possible smaller trades to improve the squad, but significant moves still seem distant. If you're concerned about the current Warriors roster and think the team needs improvement to avoid falling behind in the Western Conference, give this video a like and share your thoughts in the comments. What's your outlook for the Warriors' future? Do they need a big trade, or would minor adjustments be sufficient? Now, let's look at some of the smaller options the Warriors might consider to improve their roster. Shams Charania mentioned that, although there are no big names available on the market, Golden State might explore some minor moves before the season starts. Here are a few potential targets that could positively impact the team. Jonas Valanciunas. Although he signed with the Washington Wizards and won't be available until December, Valanciunas could be an interesting addition. He is an excellent rebounder and an underrated floor spacer. If the Warriors are in playoff contention later in the year, Valanciunas could be the missing piece to help push the team forward. Wendell Carter Jr. This is a new name, but could be promising. Carter Jr., with his rim protection and floor spacing abilities, would be a great addition for the Warriors. He has had a promising career and could make a significant impact, especially if the Magic decide he is expendable with other centers joining their roster. Dorian Finney-Smith. Known for his defensive skills and as an excellent three-point shooter, Finney-Smith could fill an important gap for the Warriors. A trade involving Andrew Wiggins and other assets could bring Finney-Smith and perhaps also Cam Johnson, adding depth and versatility to the roster. The Warriors have the capacity to make a big trade in the future, but also need to consider the value of their current assets. The team has valuable pieces like Jonathan Kuminga and Brandon Page that could be used in trades if opportunities arise. If you think the team should make a big trade or believe that smaller additions could be the way to go, share your opinion in the comments. Which of these targets would you like to see on the Warriors? And do you think the team is on the right path to compete in the West? We are just beginning our journey into the new season, and the moves made now could define the Warriors' future success. Stay tuned for more updates and analysis. As a Warriors fan, my opinion is that the team is at a crucial moment. The departure of Klay Thompson and the failure to acquire targets like Paul George and Lauri Markkanen have left a gap in the roster. The decision not to pursue trades for these players might be seen as a missed opportunity, especially considering the potential impact they could have brought to the team. The current Warriors roster seems to be in a middle position. There is talent, of course, with Steph Curry and Draymond Green still leading the group, but the lack of depth and uncertainties about young players like Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody are concerning. Without a major addition or significant trade, the team might struggle to compete at the highest level in the Western Conference. I would add names like Wendell Carter Jr. or Dorian Finney-Smith if I were in a decision-making position. Carter Jr. could provide solid support in the paint and help with rebounding, while Finney-Smith would bring necessary defensive presence and three-point shooting ability. Both could fill important gaps and improve the team's competitiveness. I think Golden State needs to be aggressive in its pursuit of improvements. The team's championship window with Steph Curry is closing, and not taking opportunities to strengthen the roster could mean missing out on maximizing what remains of this golden era. Keeping a close eye on upcoming moves and the performance of young players will be crucial in determining the team's direction this season.